Okay, so I got it good and snug down by finger tight, and just on these crush washers, you can kind of feel them. Of course, it acts like a gasket too. You can kind of feel it when you get that final tug on it. Like I said, there's no torque spec on these things that I'm aware of, and even if they were, how in the world would you get a torque wrench in to set the proper torque? The main thing on these crush washers is just to push them until you can feel them kind of compress, and I did that, felt that, and all this stuff actually looks pretty good. Take off my bungee cord. Front set. This rear. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna let down that back end. It's much more stable than the center stand out. I sure don't want to pull it off of it. I wonder, there's a little notch on the front to let you know that it's gone in correctly. I didn't notice it taking off if it's got one of those on the rear or not. Don't see it, so we'll just get it good and snug in place. There we go. Right snug down on the lip of that throttle body. Yeah. Good and tight. I see guys spraying alcohol on these. I don't know. Maybe some of them are harder to deal with than others, but that cinched down pretty good. I mean, pulled out of the box really good without needing any lube on it. But if you did, I'm sure I would probably prefer WD-40. I don't know, alcohol evaporates so quickly. I guess that's the idea. You don't have any residue with alcohol. I don't know how you guys feel, but if it were up to me, flathead boats would be outlawed. Yeah, they serve the purpose, but they barely serve the purpose. Why not go ahead and make it a Phillips? You know? You can actually get some grip on the thing that don't slide around and stab you in the finger. I mean, don't get me wrong, flatheads have their purpose for scraping stuff and wedging stuff and hammering on stuff, but for screwing screws, it's not good. And for some reason, when I tighten this up, it looks like, now I'm not liking the way this, there's There's a little bit of a gap that wasn't there before. Huh. Let me unscrew this just a tad bit. See if I can muscle that down. I was bragging on it coming down really easy. Alright, let's see if I did. That's worse. Oh, I think it needs to be twisted till it catches, I guess. That's the darndest thing. Ah, there we go. Just twisted it to the right, and now it's snugged down. Okay. If it doesn't move again, that was really strange. That's good. Okay. Give it a little twist of the 7mm socket, just to make sure it's good and tight. Don't want any unwanted airflow seeping through and around the throttle body. Alright, so let's crank her up and see what it sounds like. I'm sure we're going to get that rat-a-tat-tat. But hopefully, let it run. When it quietens it up, we'll kill the engine and start up again, see what happens. Well, I guess I'm not going to, because it looks like I've got a dead battery. When it rains, it pours. When I bought this bike, the guy did say when he had charged it that his battery charger said the battery was bad. But mine did not. I've been keeping it on trickle charger, but the last time I parked it, I did not hook up the trickle charger. So, alright, let me hook up a trickle charger and see if we can start this again in a minute.